We have a few more types of sentences to go through quickly. Here's one where there are two sentences that both are about the same subject. Often when that is the case, we can find a way to combine them into one sentence. So our example sentences here are, voting has not decreased among uneducated citizens, period. Next sentence, uneducated voters continue to vote for better schools. Now as you can see here, we have two sentences. Each of them grammatically correct. They do function as sentences, but if we look at them, with a little more context, we see the subject of this first, or the topic of this first sentence is uneducated citizens, and the second sentence is also about uneducated voters. Different word, but basically synonyms. We have the same, we're talking about the same subject in both sentences. Therefore, we don't need to have two sentences. We can actually combine these into one sentence. So, in order to do that, we're going to eliminate the second time that the subject is introduced, and we're going to replace it with a pronoun. In this case, we're going to use the word who. So now the sentence will read, voting has not decreased among uneducated citizens who continue to vote for better schools. Now we have fewer words and we have one sentence expressing the idea of both of the previous sentences. And again, this is a lesson or a principle that will come up very frequently on the SAT. That's something to keep in mind. If you see two sentences right next to each other, both about the same subject, the same topic. I say subject here to mean like sort of the topic of the sentence, because grammatically the subject of this first sentence is voting, but even though that's the noun that, in sentence diagramming terms, this is the subject, what we're talking about in the sentence are uneducated citizens, which again appears multiple times. Whenever we see that, always ask ourselves,